So what would an appraiser do? That's a great question. That's how you should think about evaluating all properties when you're running comps, is how does an appraiser think? Hey guys, I'm Brad with ProbateHouseGuy.com. I'm actually a real estate investor and a licensed real estate agent. I specialize in the world of probate and inheritance properties. I actually have a very unique way that I get probate and inheritance leads and deals all across the US. It's a little bit different than the way most people are used to doing it. So if you're interested in learning more about that, go to ProbateHouseGuy.com to learn more. All right, so today we're going to talk about valuing properties or comping properties, whether you're an investor or you're an agent and you are needing to basically figure out what a property is worth. I've got a great helpful tool for you. And this helpful tool is that I'm in on Facebook. It is called Ask the Appraiser. So I'm going to share my screen here and we're going to jump over to this particular page. All right, so Ask the Appraiser. So this is the group on Facebook. It's called Ask the Appraiser. Obviously, this is a private group. I don't want them to get super spam, but it is a public group. And there are a lot of great questions asked in this group. And I would highly suggest that you just kind of read through this, and in the terms of internet terminology, you lurk. You're a lurker for a while. The worst thing anyone hates is when you go into a new group and you ask a question that's been answered like 100 times and people are like, use the search function, use the search function. So before you ask any question in this group or any group for that matter, use the search function and see if it's been asked before, because likely it probably has. All right, so we're going through this, and if you read through some of these, is the kitchen sink is not installed in a condo? Can the property still qualify for a conventional loan? There's so many great questions in this group, and you should definitely read this and read all of the comments, because a lot of these are appraisers that are giving you their answer. Obviously, appraisals are not like an exact science, but it is definitely an art. And the better you get at your art, the better and more accurate you are at evaluating properties. So I would highly suggest that you check this group out, and it'll help you kind of think more like an appraiser. I always think like an appraiser when I'm evaluating our deals, whether we're buying them, or I don't really list a ton of properties for other people. I usually just list my own deals, but I use sort of the thought process that an appraiser would use when I'm evaluating properties, because at the end of the day, the majority of the time, if someone's buying a property from you, they're probably getting a loan, in which case there's probably an appraisal involved in that process. Even cash sales, there's sometimes an appraisal. In fact, I've got a property listed for sale. It's a somewhat, let's call it a unique property. And we had a potential buyer, or an agent, a buyer's agent, that had reached out to us, and she said she had a cash buyer client, but they were wondering if we had an appraisal, because basically the cash buyer doesn't want to pay more than the appraised amount. I told her, no, we don't have an appraisal, but I sold this property and this property on the same street, and they sold for this. So I think I'm pretty close on my price. You're welcome to get your own appraisal if you want to. So anyways, check this group out. It's called Ask the Appraiser on Facebook. It's got 43,000 members, and I've been in it for a little while now, and there's a lot of great dialogue and a lot of great questions here that can help you become better at evaluating properties. So check it out. All right, guys, again, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I have a very unique way of getting probate and inheritance deals all across the country that's very different than how most people are used to the traditional way of doing probate and inheritance deals. So if you're interested in becoming one of my partners, basically I've got so many leads and deals that I kind of hand them off to trusted partners in various places in the US. And if you're interested in working together and becoming one of those partners, go to ProbateHouseGuy.com and you can learn more about that. So thanks for checking out this video. Again, I'm Brad. Have a great day. Bye-bye.